we very much so designed the festival to allow access points for people who are interested in art, music, technology, design, cultural planning, all of these things that are not necessarily about music or about electronic music, but might give an access point for people who are forward thinking. I think this festival appeals to those people.
You know, it's a music-based festival, but it's so much different than what I feel like people think of as a music festival.
So I've built a small lie detector circuit, and I attach that to plants using like EKG pads, the same thing that would be used to graph biorhythms in a human. PD is then able to allow me to build algorithms to translate changes in that data stream and then move that MIDI over to Ableton's Live. Ableton Live allows us to have customized synthesizers associated with each individual plant.
Communikey really wanted to make this festival this year about connection and intimacy, and just like the different ways we're interconnected with each other and our environment.
Some circles I'm known for being a techno DJ, other circles I'm known for being a house DJ. I don't like to go in with a certain thing in mind. If I bring a crate of records and whatever's in there's in there, so I just kind of go for it.
I'm Aaron Wilson from Audio Pixel. But what we decided to do is create like a floor to ceiling and wall to wall like LED light grid that's all ping pong ball size RGB LEDs. From a distance it's really transparent. It's more like a mesh. And then behind that there's LEDs that are like on tripods, so they look kind of like trees. And then behind that, there's like a more washed out layer. So we really just want to create the like sense of depth, not just a 2D surface that you're looking at.
I'm Matthew Patterson Curry, AKA Safety Scissors. When I add vocals to something, it changes people's perspective because they listen to the music totally differently. Also, when I'm performing live, like if I pick up the mic, everyone's like, oh, what's going on? It's like a different presence I have on stage, and people tune into it in a totally different way. And any live set I see, I like the chance for things to go wrong, or like I appreciate live sets more when people are taking risks.
The idea of improvisation has always been central to our idea of electronic music. When I make electronic music personally, I try to keep that spirit alive. I mean, it's such an open cosmic field. You're handling the stars. You know, you can do anything you want. That is overwhelming, but it's also really exciting, and it's definitely not all been done yet, so.
Just having a gig, having an actual gig, you know, with a really receptive audience where the expectation is spontaneity is, in a way, all I could ever ask for. It's like what I have always loved doing.
What interests me the most in music, and with my knowledge of classical music and what I'm learning now about electronic music, is how much power you can infuse in the sounds. And so classical music does it through harmony, and electronic music deals with sound in a much more detailed way, and it infuses power. Something as simple as a kick can have a lot of weight in electronic music. I've kind of played with Ableton a bit too much, and I'm getting a bit bored, I think, of what it can do. And hardware has this kind of like scientist feel to it also that I'm really interested in. It's almost like you're experimenting with something that has a physical presence.
I'm Andrew Weathers. I'm a guitarist, composer. Basically what I do is I write solo acoustic guitar pieces. But what I'm doing now is I have a Max Patch, and it's just this kind of living system that is built to interact with the way I play guitar. Taking the audio input and analyzing it, getting the pitches, and then synthesis off of the pitches, and some live sampling and vocal processing. I think that's kind of the special thing about my music, is that like I can play electronic music festivals, I can play, you know, free jazz improvised music festivals, I can play classical music festivals, and so there's something in my music that touches all of those things. And I try not to change what I do for where I am.
My name is Keen Holtkamp.
Brendan Enderick.
And we're Mountains.
We're using modular synthesizers and guitars and keyboards basically, so we run a lot of the stuff through the modular synth. There's no computers, so it's all recorded live, and we sample and record while we're playing the set.
Well, we tend to write for performance initially, and then sort of, you know, we'll come up with a loose structure, and then every time we play it, we sort of hone it in more, and kind of, it becomes less and less improvised. You know, playing a piece for a tour, like a few months, will, you know, it will become somewhat finalized, then we'll go to the studio and record it, and then it's sort of, that's the finished piece. So I guess the live performance is kind of part of the writing process.
Focusing on what you're doing and not worrying too much about if it sounds like someone else, or you know what your influences are, and just doing what you want. If you want to make music, you can do it with anything.
It's important to like have that confidence that like I can do things my way and figure it out.
A lot of times you start something and it like ends up totally different. You just have to embrace whatever happens and treasure it.
Anybody can try and make electronic music, and the tools that you have at your disposal, it's just an infinite array of things that you can do. So the best advice is courage, passion, and always like keep things personal. You know, always make music for yourself. I think that's very important as well.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself, become a part of our community, and make music.